Hello, my name is Kelly Knoll. I am the President and CEO of Heritage Appraisals. Today's video is just to discuss a little bit about the different types of artworks out there. And what I'm referring to is original artwork versus limited editions versus open editions. So this happens quite often where a client may call and say they have an original painting, but once we view the piece we find out it's some form of a print. So I just want to talk a little bit about some of the different characteristics of the three versions so that you may identify a little bit easier what it is you may have. So the very first is an original artwork. So if this is, let's say, a painting, it is 100% painted from start to finish by the artist. If it's a sculpture, it's molded from start to finish, and it is the very first rendering of that piece. So in most cases, it is the only one out there, and it's a one of a kind. But many artists, noted and up and coming, are producing now editions of an original. So you may have the original, but you may see the identical image out there, and that is what we would call a limited edition or open edition print. So although you have the original, it's not necessarily the only one or a one of a kind. A limited edition print is referring to it has a small run of print. So that may be 50, that may be 500, it could even be as much as 1,000, but it is limited. So there is a set amount of how many will be produced, and it typically comes with some sort of a certificate of authenticity citing how many were produced and the publisher and things of that nature. Limited editions generally are created on higher quality materials, they're higher quality inks, so they're as good as the artist can produce to give a good longevity to the piece, and they are a bit more expensive to purchase than the open editions, but not quite as expensive as the original. So it gives clients the opportunity that may not be able to afford the original or get their hands on the original an option to own that image at a lower reduced rate. Now, open editions are basically what is more in the poster industry or even in the mass edition industry, where there may be 10,000, 20,000 of them produced. The quality doesn't nearly come as close as a limited edition, but you can immediately tell typically it's an open edition by the price point. They're usually very reasonable in the big picture. So those are the three main types. And then when you're looking online or you're talking with somebody and you're interested in purchasing, you want to watch out for some wording in regard to prints are called by many names. There's giclées, serigraphs, silk screens, lithographs, etchings, engravings, wood blocks, intaglios. There's all sorts of different types of prints and different types of names. So you may want to do a little bit of research online to become acquainted with the different terminology. But you do want to be careful because sometimes things are worded an original lithograph or an original serigraph, and that does not mean it's an original piece. It just means it's a print and it's worded a little bit trickier. So you do want to watch out for things like that. But there's a lot to know and a lot that you can read online. But if you have any questions, give our office here a call at 248-722-4319, and we will try to assist you in every way possible. So I thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.